Hey, welcome back to the podcast. You're in the No Comfort Zone. My name's Dan. I'm going to be your host for about the next 8 or 10 minutes where we're going to talk about goals and goal setting and a little journey I went through to learn how to set better goals for myself. Pretty remarkable story. I love telling it, and I hope you get a lot out of this program. But more importantly, I hope you find this podcast and it serves you. And if you could, like, rate, review, and share, so that other super cool people just like you that found this podcast can have access to it by seeing your review. I greatly appreciate it, and I really do hope you enjoy the show.
Welcome.
Attention, please.
Welcome aboard.
Welcome to the No Comfort Zone podcast. It's time to get out of your comfort zone and live on purpose. Broadcasting to the world from Rockford, Illinois. This is your wake-up call.
Warning.
You are the solutions to all your problems. Stop thinking average. Become the hero version of yourself. Every day, every time, without fail, no exceptions. It all matters. You've entered the No Comfort Zone. It's time for a reality check.
I think I could write a book specifically on goals, and that's the premise of what I do most now today is I talk to people about goals and goal setting and goal attainment. You got to have an objective and you got to go for it. And I learned how to set goals from my retail automotive experience while being in sales. I just realized that if I actually put a goal together and shared it with somebody and really believed in it and worked hard towards it, I would eventually get to it. Now, it didn't always work out that way. I mean, there's times I would set a goal within a month's time period, and I wouldn't have achieved that goal until maybe 6 months in, but I set some pretty ambitious goals. Somebody always told me, one of the trainers I met in my days in sales training, that it's realistic and achievable goals. There's also activity-based goals and production goals. So a lot of different ways that you could look at goal setting. But what I'm going to share with you today is a little story, one of the stories about goal setting, and it just comes to mind from my time in Southern California in the Los Angeles area. You know, this just put two and two together, and if you do, email me, Dan at the No Comfort Zone, and tell me what you figured out, because I'll let you read between the lines. So I had taken a year off to work on me, to heal, to get better, to become peace with myself. And I did that through, I stopped drinking. I took what I would call a very low-paying job in the service business and served people and just had to get some humility in my life. And I did that for about a year, and it cost me a ton, but I earned so much from it. That's another story. But it was a really great time in my life. And after that, I was given an opportunity to get back into my profession. And what that means is sales training. So I went from this, I handed out towels at a gym and signed up people for gym memberships in Arlington Heights, Illinois. And when I went in for the job, I told them, listen, I don't need to make a lot of money. I just want to be in the service business, and I have a sales background, and I'd like an opportunity to, sell here. And they were like, wait a minute. They weren't even going to hire me because they thought I was such a goof. But because I was so transparent what I was trying to do, I told them I'm living at my mom's house, just got out of rehab. They're looking at me like, you're a dingbat, man. But they hired me. And I learned a ton from those people there. I also learned how to take orders from a 19-year-old. She was mean, man. How to work that cash register. I might have talked about it on one of the podcasts before, but I'm totally digressing now. After I did that for about, I want to say a year or 9 months, I ended up getting back involved in the industry, became an automotive sales trainer again, and talked about my experiences, and things were going well. Had some really big projects that I was working with to, increase their sales. And it was just, I had a really great experience doing that and getting back into the environment that I really grew so much in. So now I'm back in that space. Well, then I get an opportunity to go to Southern California and work for one of the top trainers on planet Earth. And I'm not even going to give his name because I don't want to give it away. I want you to email me, Dan at the No Comfort Zone, if you know what I'm talking about. So anyway, I'm working for this guy, and he suggests that I get involved in taking some courses in Southern California in the Los Angeles area. And as I was taking the courses, or as I was going to the courses, I had met some people. I went on a tour, and this learning center, I ended up learning a ton at. But the first course I took was about goals and goal setting. And it was such an eye-opener because while there taking this course, I learned for the first time in my life how to read. Now I know how to read. I've read my whole life. But how to absorb the information and have a really good comprehension, a really good aptitude for the material, and really how to digest books. I learned so much just from that on how learning how to read. My first course was about learning how to set and achieve goals and realizing what happens when you get sidetracked or distracted, or why you're off target, what ends up happening. There's something very specifically that happens. And you have to identify what that is in order for you to have goal attainment, for you to achieve your goals. And there is a science behind it, okay? There's a lot of information, there's a lot of data behind this information that was put, I would say college level material. So I took the course and I started learning how to set goals. And wow, I just cannot tell. I learned so much about goal setting. Now you have to understand, Tony Robbins, Brian Tracy, Les Brown, these are the guys that I was listening to on a regular basis in my life about goal setting and goal achievement. And Tony Robbins, I started writing out goals that I learned how to write goals from Tony Robbins and applied to the automotive side of things when I was in retail sales. And I did very well for myself at a very young age because I understood goal setting and basically working my ass off to hit a goal and what actually happens when it comes to goal setting and goal attainment. But now it's on a different level. Now it's like when you talk about goal, anything that you think that you could want in your life, there's data that comes behind this. And when you live right, when you have good ethics in place, and you have solid goals with a good work plan, you have discipline and fortitude to keep going, what ends up happening is these goals become reality. And that's my reality. So as I am taking this course and I'm writing out my goals and I'm looking at my past and I'm looking into my future, and this class that I took was extremely expensive. I would do my sales training and getting in dealerships in the middle of the day, morning, and then I would end up going, the morning and then the afternoon. And then in the afternoon, I would meet up at the school, and from like 3 o'clock until 11 o'clock or 10:30, I would be studying. And I did this for like a year, how to set goals and how to attain goals. And it sounds like a lot, but I spent a lot of time learn how to communicate, learn how to have effective communication, not doing it now, but learning how to have effective communication, learning how to set goals, and also learning a lot about ethics and what that really means in character. And putting all of this information together, it's astonishing how when you know how to live and you know how to apply goals and the activities to get your goals, it's amazing what happens in your life. And that's what I'm so excited about. That's what I want to share with people. And if you're a goal-driven person, if you need help setting your goals, if you're a person that just wants more out of life and you realize there's more to have than what you currently have, there's more for you to do in your life than you're currently doing, and you could be so much more than you currently are for everyone else, then you need to go to launchwithdan.com. You need to take that effort and go to launchwithdan.com. Do yourself a favor. Get on the calendar. Let's have a conversation. I will call you and I will help you learn how to set goals. I will help you learn how to achieve your goals. Think about that. If you learned how to achieve your goals, I would be so fulfilled. But if you learned how to achieve your goals, wouldn't you ultimately find your purpose? So when you think about this podcast and what I'm talking to you about, I'm reaching out to you, the person that's hearing this right now, saying, yes, I'm talking to you, man. It is that time in your life for you to take action in a step in the right direction. I know I can help you. I know I can help you. I have done it for others. I've done it for myself. I know it works. It's duplicatable. And you don't have to fail like I did in order to get there. There's no need for that. My passion is helping people achieve what they want in life. And if you're an ethical person, if you're hardworking, if you know how to make a decision, if you're interested in serving the greater good, and if you know you're worth so much more than what you're currently getting, now's the time. Now is the time to take action. Go to launchwithdan.com. It is your purpose that we're going to find. And when you find your purpose, you're going to be totally happy. You're going to be carefree. You're going to have this enthusiasm that you've never had before for life. People are going to be attracted to you because of your ability to live life. That's what it comes down to. So it's super exciting for me. So that class was great. I could tell you in another podcast about how some of the relationships that I have because of that class. I will say this. I was almost going to end it, but I'm going to say this. One of the biggest things that I learned while taking that course, getting rid of negative people that are destructing my future, that are destroying me. Getting rid of those negative people that are bringing me down. Getting rid of negative people who influence my decisions. And when I started getting rid of those people, and I know how to do that now, it's amazing. The right people started to show up, and those right people started to help. Now it's just not me fighting against the world and trying to muscle out my sales goal for the month. Now things are in harmony, and things are coming my way. And the universe provides when you live right, when you have the right people around you. That energy draws in. It really does. And I might sound a little out there, but I'm telling you from the bottom of my heart, it absolutely works. And I know I can help you. So if this message is talking to you and you're looking to take action and you think you can have and be and do and have a little bit more, well, now's the time. Do me a favor, launchwithdan.com. And when you do that, just maybe, you might get outside of your comfort zone and live on purpose.
Say goodbye.
Want more of the No Comfort Zone? You can follow Dan on Instagram and Twitter at NoComfortZone1.
Bye.
Or on the web at thenocomfortzone.com.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Thanks for listening to the No Comfort Zone podcast.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.